The first ever baseline survey of lakes in the United States confirmed that enriched nutrients and algae are leading to depleted oxygen levels in Oklahoma's lakes and reservoirs. The Oklahoma Water Resources Board was charged with gathering and testing the water samples for the study.
I think the next step is for the state of Oklahoma to focus on reducing solids washing in the lake and nutrients washing in the lake. We kind of knew that on specific cases, but what we saw is the problem is statewide.
Paul Koenig says the study places about 1/3 of Oklahoma's more than 3,000 lakes, ponds, and reservoirs on the poor end of the national survey and just about 10% on the good end. Nationally, more than half of the lakes studied were rated as good by the EPA.
It means there's plenty of work to be done in Oklahoma for our water quality. I think our non-point source program needs to be continued to be well funded and well worked to minimize the runoff of pollutants into our water bodies.
Koenig says one approach Oklahoma should consider is pre-treating the water in reservoirs before it goes to treatment facilities to be converted to drinking water. He says this makes treatment more cost-effective and healthier for consumers. One way to accomplish this is by adding oxygen to the water supply in Oklahoma's most threatened lakes, such as Lake Thunderbird in central Oklahoma. A $700,000 project that will pump water out of the deepest part of Lake Thunderbird and mix it with liquid oxygen before it goes back in is already planned using federal stimulus money.
Increase the amount of oxygen in the lower levels, which will support fish habitat, and reduce the odor, taste and odor problems that we have a couple times a year out of Lake Thunderbird.
A similar oxygenation project is underway at Lake Wister in eastern Oklahoma. Paul Koenig points out that when the sampling of Oklahoma lakes occurred during the summer of 2007, the state was experiencing an unusually wet summer that may have contributed to poor conditions.
One of the things we're going to do is, I believe we're going to revisit this state lake survey in another few years. And when we'll have two points to look at, we'll have a much better idea of where we really are and maybe even where we're headed.
Koenig also argues that clean lakes are important to the state, not just for recreation, but for economic growth. Oklahoma lakes provide drinking water for more than 3 million people. In Oklahoma City, Lori Rasmussen, The Oklahoma News Report.